like that. It don't stink, but mucho gusto. Oh, I'm like, what is that song? It's mine. Shit, this was bad. Host, they allow me to actually put something on the screen these days. Maybe I gotta do it before I go live. I'm gonna start checking it out. That don't make sense. Welcome in. We're getting ready to do a collective message. Ancestor message. Welcome in. ES Starlight. That's a cool name. People be coming up with some creative names. I love to see them. Thank you for the follow. Do you want to listen to music? We'll see. Thank you for tapping the screen, Trisha. Empress energy showing up. Latricia. Am I saying that right? Is it Latricia or Latricia? I don't even know how you would be able to tell me if I'm right. Coming out. This is a collective message, Latricia. Okay. This is a collective message, and I do $5 questions if you want like a personal question. Thank you for tapping the screen, Sunny. So as long as you tap the screen, comment, like, or share, you'll most likely get a message out of today's collective for sure. Thank you for the follow. Who's that, Jennifer? Thank you. Oh yeah, sharing the live definitely helps the live get out to more collectives. So even if you don't even have someone to share it to, you can click that copy link button and it still works the same. Most likely not up to this because we're mastering aesthetics. You could be a Leo, but lots of air energy is coming up. Communication. Thank you for the follow, Miss Lesbian. However, I don't do free questions. If you want to do a $5 question, we can definitely do that. I'm a Leo. Yeah, so you could be communicating something. Or there could have been an action that somebody took. This could be you or somebody took against you. That was an injustice. Okay, definitely picking that up for sure. Welcome in. Do I want to do this? Oh, I'm not doing free questions, y'all. I'm sorry. I do $5 questions. If you want a question done, I can put my let you know my cash up, and then we can do your questions. If you want a personal reading, you can reach out to me on my direct messages, and then we can get you something personal, because I don't do necessarily live readings, just for personal reasons for everyone. Hello, Rise and Shine 808. Also, what's my other day? Oh, sorry. Thank you. You could be seeing 888 like crazy, okay? 888 for sure. Thank you. And 555 for sure. Definitely getting ready to be an increase in someone's finances or resources. Girl, and then, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but there's somebody else in your energy who wants to be where you are. Some sort of union. Also, Spirit is asking you to get some rest, or if this person to get some rest. Yeah, we're not going to too much speak to the union, because I don't have time for that right now. People be knowing what they doing. I don't. I really don't. I keep hearing taken for granted. Somebody could take you for granted. Now it's like, I want to be where you are. It's like, you not dealing with that shit right now. When a lot of people claim that they be ready for something until the opportunity is placed in front of them, and then it's like, oh no, I didn't even know I wasn't ready. But like, you knew, and you were ready. That's why the opportunity was presented to you, but you resisted that. So again, you're just not gonna pour baskets. Okay, 6 of baskets. There's something here about equal reciprocity, equal give and take. Somebody offering you something. Somebody wants to offer you something. I'm just channeling right now. I am going to read the definition of these cards. And then the big house. I'm not saying people need to be perfect, but it's the fact that once you do something, there's always going to be a consequence to your actions. So you're going to have to learn your lesson, and that's just what it is. Um, back to the reading. 4 baskets: revitalization, meditation, introspection, and the end of stagnation. Okay. Six of baskets is when you have a opportunity presented to you, especially one that's once in a lifetime. Bitch, you gonna learn to take that shit next time around. And not take it for granted. Shit. That's how I feel. It says rekindling an old flame, getting back together, a clear conscience, restore harmony, indulging in play, reflecting on the good old days, growing up, happy childhood memories, and people who have made their peace with the past. So you could have made your peace, or you're making peace, or this feels like somebody who has already made peace with the past. Okay. And now you're in an energy of revitalizing, meditation, introspection, um, just for a movement period. This is overall collective energy. No specific feminine or masculine energy has come out so far. So this is letting me know this is overall collective energy, masculine or feminine. Okay. And then we have the big house here. I don't know why I've been so OCD about my cards lately. I'm like, so it says, when the big house comes up in a reading, it may be trying to prepare you for sudden change and the subsequent trauma that will come from it. There will be no opportunity for you to adjust. You will simply have to deal with things the best way that you know how. So there's a very, this energy of an unexpected event that could be very, almost traumatic in a way, but very unexpected at the very least. If you are not a big embracer of change, or you do not like surprises, life is about to suck big time, but it doesn't have to. The best thing to do when you get this news is to fight the urge to resist or deny whatever is occurring, and try your best to look on the bright side. If there is no bright side, or you're presently unable to see it, then seek support immediately. Reach out to family, friends, and neighbors, or call a hotline to talk to someone. It's important that you have people around you now that can keep you focused and grounded, as the winds of change uproot all that seem to be permanent. So there's definitely something here that's unexpected getting ready to happen for this collective, and this is something that you would not see coming. Like something in your life seems permanent to you, and that's getting ready to change. Okay. If you receive this, your plans may be disrupted in a way that you cannot imagine. Is this a breakdown or a breakthrough? In what ways does this change hurt your ego? Things may actually turn out better in the end. What or who do you need help? What or who do you need to help you through this difficult time? There is a danger of going completely off the rails, so you have to mind your temper. And just like that, it's over. So now you have to pick up the pieces and let it go. How could this experience inspire you to new heights? Why do you think that idea came out of the blue? Perhaps it's not such a big surprise at all. You just weren't ready to see it. The truth hurts. So here's the truth that's getting ready to be revealed. It's gonna hurt. This was more so something that you didn't want to accept, I would say, or you just weren't ready to accept. Okay, there's some sort of resistance. 8 of coins in the reverse. The free man. You definitely have masculine energy coming up here. Let's see if that comes out though. Somebody, there's a masculine here who's lacking the strength to overcome something. Black Hermit. So this is what's being exposed. This Sun card, this Big Mama card, something that you weren't ready to accept is most definitely getting ready to come to a permanent end. Something that seemed so permanent is going to be uprooted. Okay? It's not really going to come as a surprise, but it is going to come as a surprise to you because it's happening. This is something that you saw in your life as permanent, or you see in your life as permanent. Somebody could already be aware of what this thing is. Confirmation. Somebody could already be aware of what this thing is. This could be like past tense energy, like so something that just recently happened, something that you did not expect. However, you did kind of have an inkling or an intuition or a feeling or a knowing that something drastic was going to change. You just didn't expect it to be maybe this thing, whatever this situation, person, place, or whatever this is. Perfectionism, shortcuts, low quality merchandise, shoddy work, incompetence, employees, truancy, fake gurus, and all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. People with questionable credentials and lack of ambition. Damn. Okay. This doesn't feel like one somebody. So this is something, this is what you're, so this is, okay, put it like this. This is no longer in your energy, or this was something that was just recently removed from your energy, and this is what you're having to revitalize from. These are things that you're having to meditate on, reflect on. This is something that was very recent. And if it's not recent, then it's like, it's seriously getting ready to happen for you. For some people, this has already happened. I feel like for the majority of this collective, this incident has happened. Thank you for tapping the screen. Baby, it's Nikki. That's cute. I love to say people's name, how they, like, I can tell how people kind of want them to come out, so try to say it like that, but I love it when it sounds pretty or cool or creative. I'm just appreciating the creativity in y'all's names. Thank you. When Black Herman appears in a reading, you're being challenged to make which you desire manifest. The difference between a dream and a goal is a plan, so make sure that you have a clear one. It is key that you know exactly why each step is necessary to obtain your objective. If you do not, you might be tempted to take shortcuts. Okay, so if this is the energy that was just removed from you, you're being this feels like some type of purging. So you don't want the residuals of this energy to linger onto you and make you lean towards decisions that aren't serving your highest good, which is shortcuts and not knowing why you're taking the necessary steps that you're taking. Okay, it's key that you know exactly why each step is necessary to obtain your objective. If you do not, you might be tempted to take shortcuts and find yourself cut short instead. Competent magicians and hoodoo practitioners dazzle others with the results they obtain. The audience and the clients rarely, if ever, are around to witness the amount of preparation that is necessary to accomplish a task. The power of creation exists within a focused, methodical mind that is aware of itself. So if you receive this, consider the following. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Do you really believe it's possible that you can make this thing happen? Are your talents and skills being put to good use? These are all questions that you should be asking yourself. Okay? Do your intentions, beliefs, or desires match the life that you are living currently? Okay? Stop playing and do what you have to do, even if it's hard. How committed are you to him, her, this, or that? Where there's a will, there's a way. What are you creating, manifesting, or permitting right now? Do you really want that? Okay, so there's definitely an honest evaluation of self that's going on here after this dramatic or drastic event or change. Why do I feel like I read the big house? Did I read that? No. I did. Oh, because I switched them. Okay, it was the sun card. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? I consistently pray on a certain situation to get better. Okay. So now Spirit is asking you to move according to your prayers. Okay. It's time to purge out some of those energies and feelings and mindsets so that you can access this answered prayer. Yeah. 5 of Knives with the Garden. Okay, there's definitely a cycle that has been closed out with this former energy. This 8 of Coins in the reverse, and then you have the 5 of Knives here. Five of Baskets. Ace of Baskets. 5 of Baskets. That was good. Ooh, you also could be seeing 1010. You could definitely be seeing 1010. Sorry. What is 1010? That means a closing of a cycle. Okay, if you're seeing 1010, something's most definitely over. Okay, you've closed out a cycle. But also, if you want to know what these angel numbers mean, like 555, 888, or 1010, you can just look them up. And also, they're going to mean different things for you in different seasons. So you have to really consider when you're seeing this number, what you were feeling before you were seeing this number. There's always going to be a different significance to these numbers for all of us. So that's why I say just research the numbers and then use them according to what you're being what signs and synchronicities that you're getting. So when the garden appears, it's letting you know that you've successfully taken care of business. It's time to reap all of the goodness that you've sown. Count your blessings. If your query relates to gossip, rumors, sorry y'all. What the fuck is this? You successfully taken care of business. It's time to reap all of the goodness you've sown. Count your blessings. If your query relates to gossip or rumors, the garden could be trying to tell you to mind your own business. It's reminding you of how much better the world would be if everyone focused on their own affairs. Okay? And that's falling on top of that 8 of coins energy. So some people could be minding your business, and they shouldn't be. If we're being honest, that's what's being asked of them. Everybody needs to focus on their own business and their own affairs, okay? Instead of being concerned about what others are doing and how they're doing it, if you receive in the garden, consider the following. In what ways do you heal the world? Seriously consider the benefits of working there or joining that club, etc. The solution has arrived. There is nothing more to seek. What makes you feel safe, grounded, and whole? Don't wait for anyone else to have a pleasurable experience. Don't wait for anyone else to have a pleasurable experience. Okay? Stop and smell the roses. Learn the art of being content. You made it. Now enjoy it. Okay? Give me 1 second, y'all. She's back. So we have the 5 of Knives. It says making amends, conflict resolved, vindication, overcoming challenges, vengeance, righteous fury, treachery exposed, being prepared for battle. Excuse me. Somebody could be rightfully upset about something. I mean righteously upset. I mean not just you're rightfully upset. I mean righteously. Like somebody could have violated somebody. Again, I've been picking up on that energy lately. I don't know. Prepare for battle and the end of attacks. Fighting back, confronting evil, and compromise. So somebody just had to face like a really, really hard truth. And this could have pertained to a person or a group of people. And someone genuinely had to stand up for themselves. Like literally fight evil. Especially if you're the light. I mean, that's 9 times out of 10 what you're doing. But it's not always as black and white as that. But this was something that was very like this was on a much larger scale than usual. Like spiritual warfare times 10. Okay, that's really what I'm saying. Something happened on a large scale. Ace of Baskets. Compassion, emotional renewal, having a sense of peace, falling in love, conception, new relationships, happiness, messages in water, abundance, impasse, intuition, feeling refreshed, and spiritual people and healing wounds. So this is also another thing that's being exposed currently, or this is actually the very thing that's being exposed after you've gone through all of this, and you're in this period of revitalizing your energy. You're not only in that space, but you're also in a space of having peace. a space of conception, a space of new relationships, a space of happiness, abundance, intuition, feeling refreshed, and healing old wounds. Again, very, very healing energy going on here. Big on peace, exactly. This is good, though there was something traumatic that happened. Somebody did very well overcoming this thing. Somebody did very well healing themselves. So, yeah. Healing the wounds from this battle. 6 of Sticks in the reverse. Railroad Bill. Your intuition can tell you that. Not to be rude, but also I don't do free questions, so. But I'm letting you know you shouldn't pay $5 to know that you will know if somebody's missing you. Intuitively. We all have intuition. The Free Man in the reverse, Railroad Bill, and 6 of 6. All of these came out in the reverse. So flatterers, frenemies, pump it. This is what I mean. This did not feel like one person. This 8 of Coins energy, this person that you closely cycle out with, this person that you've handled any necessary business pertaining to this person, place, or thing, you've handled that, okay? And it's not one somebody. Again, that's just why I'm saying that. This is just not one somebody. This is flatterers, frenemies, being pompous, condescending, comments, a fall from grace, loss of respect, excessive pride, groupies, needing constant validation. This could even be mindsets of your own that you participated in, which further drew you in alignment to people like this, okay? At the time, that's also what this healing wounds situation is about, okay? Humiliating defeat, people who are desperate for attention, and epic fails. So these were some people who were very desperate for attention, and whatever this is they were doing, it failed epically. Okay. When you receive Railroad Bill, you're being encouraged to increase your efforts to ensure victory. It's a reminder of the characteristics that are required to win: confidence, determination, discipline, persistence, and assertiveness. Now is the time to adopt a take no prisoners attitude towards anybody or anything. So, yes, we are aware of these people, what they've done, but we're leaving that up to God. Okay? We're gonna pray for our I guess you can call them enemies. I don't really consider many people enemies at all, just because I just feel like there has to be some sort of whatever. If you want to consider them an enemy, then shit, call it that. But just pray for people who need prayer, period. Because they be fighting themselves. It don't even be that they fight you. So it's not really like somebody's an enemy of you. They're more so an enemy of themselves. Because had they been a good person, or a person who was worth having, or someone who loved themselves, is going to be able to love people properly, okay? Somebody who's not jealous, insecure, and all of the other things, who has healed their own wounds, they're not going to have a problem caring for or being around other people. So I don't genuinely feel like this was more about you than it was about them. That's why I wouldn't consider this an enemy, but just pray for me. um, Now's the time to adopt a take no prisoners attitude towards anybody or anything that attempts to get in your way. If you're not aggressive or ambitious by nature, then this card is warning you must toughen up or risk the loss of everything you've worked so hard for. If you don't plan, okay, so take this into consideration. If you don't plan to win the game, then why are you playing? Success is the best revenge. Get rid of any people or situations that are distracting you from your mission now. Only self-confidence and a strong will to survive will get you through this. It's my way or the highway. What competition? Know thyself to propel thyself. So Spirit's asking you to have a little bit more confidence in yourself. If you aren't feeling like right now things aren't working out, or you're just feeling a little down, they're definitely asking you to stay persistent, stay on top of your work, and also just be a little bit more gentler on yourself. Okay, be more confident in the things that you're doing, because they're helping you in the end, honestly. And just not really focus on outside sources or people who want to put themselves into competition with you, because again, this does not feel like an energy of somebody who wants to put themselves in competition with other people. This definitely feels like people like to put themselves in one-sided competitions with you, and then they get upset when they're losing this so-called competition. So last thing you want to do is compare yourself to anything or anyone. If you're doing that, also not paying attention to people who are doing that with you or to you. The free man. The free man is a card 0 because 0 is a neutral number. Since most people normally don't start counting with 0, likewise, the free man doesn't count in situations that demand subservience to conventional wisdom or status quo. The free man is a whole other level because he genuinely feels this common sense is for common people. Somebody's stubborn, okay? There's a masculine energy here who's stubborn. And they're being a bit of a rebel without a cause. The free man is a whole other level because he genuinely feels that common sense is for common people. Like, this is very... Okay, now's the time to use your ego. But somebody's using their ego in the wrong ways. Okay, you should be using your ego as far as your confidence in accomplishing your goals, not in thinking that you're right. Somebody needs to dead that thinking that I'm right energy. He doesn't think he's better than anyone. He just accepts that he just accepted that the new grass doesn't grow as lusciously on a beaten path. The free man is definitely foolish to most people who encounter him because he appears to be reckless and immature. But such assessments are only relevant when gain or loss are at focus. Gain and loss is the focus right now. You need to be gaining this confidence within self and losing these lack mindsets, okay? The free man doesn't exist in a space where those thoughts flourish. He is more interested in the attainment of wisdom by following his passions, what he knows to be true, wherever that may ultimately lead. The free man has what every great root worker has always had. The courage to follow their calling despite the possibility of dire consequences, and the unshakable faith that made that courage possible. If you receive the free man, consider the following. What is the best thing that could happen if things go your way? What is the worst thing that can happen if they don't? Can you live without ever knowing? Have you received the opportunity that you have fantasized about but are afraid to take? Where are you headed? Are you really that deep? Are you really a free spirit, or are you a jerk or a rebel without a cause? Have you considered the financial or emotional cost of attaining that goal? Somebody has some things to take into consideration before continuing to move in this energy, okay? It says, it doesn't matter what you like. It doesn't matter whether you like surprises. They're on their way. Are you really as innocent or as you profess? So this feels like somebody who's not necessarily as innocent as they profess themselves to be, okay? Has lingering self-doubt caused your boredom and dissatisfaction? So again, that's what I was talking about, these mindsets, this lingering of self-doubt, causing this boredom and dissatisfaction. The new guy slash girl slash the new guy slash gal situation isn't who or what they appear to be. Maybe you need to loosen up, question mark. Let's go crazy and let's get nuts. Are you living in the present moment? Follow your bliss. So somebody needs to follow their heart's desires more than anything. I don't know why. Just why. Check it out. Your voice is so sweet. Oh, thank you. I think that's a compliment. Is there anything else for it? Mother of Coins. So we got Divine Feminine energy here. Strength at the bottom of the deck, so you're definitely being strong pertaining to the situation. There's a very toxic feminine here. You're standing up too. Okay, something about a son. You could have a son, or this is definitely family. Ten of Baskets in the reverse. Sorry, can't even see it. Son and family in the reverse. Somebody who claims to be family but acts nothing like family. You know, those people who have a title who don't live up to their title, like mother, father, sister, brother, kind of thing. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Somebody's most definitely having strength in that situation, okay? And they just want the respect of that, but don't actually want to do the work of being that, okay? Okay, Mother of Coins is all about investing time and energy to improve one's life. On the positive side, she's an animal lover. She's in tune with nature, caring, practical, resourceful, body positive, freely expressing warmth, and keeps her word. Okay, like I said, Divine Feminine energy popping up here. You definitely be in the energy of cleansing. First of all of these items here are letting me know you're doing what you need to do as far as nurturing, taking care of yourself, and your mind, body, soul, and spirit. For sure. Is there anything else to it? We have dim bones here. Somebody's getting readings on you constantly. It's weird. It's very weird. And this is obviously someone who does not have access to your energy. Ew, and they're disgusting. Their energy is just fucking disgusting, if we're being honest. When dim bows appear, you're being reminded that it's time to focus on what you need rather than what you want. Most likely you have to make tough choices, but if you're willing to, if you're willing to put your ego aside and do what you have to, the best possible outcome is guaranteed. So this definitely feels like The energy of a collective who is willing to put their ego aside in order to do what they need to do. Also, a masculine energy here is being asked to do the same thing. I do feel like this energy is just as willing. Okay? Dim bones may be reminding you that people are going to talk about you. Can we have a moment of silence for that? People are going to talk about you no matter what you do. So make sure you remain in alignment to your goals, your dreams, and aspirations. Acknowledge that no one escapes judgment, even if the judge is oneself. Dim bones could also indicate that it is time for a more in-depth reading concerning a matter of great importance. This reading will provide relief and solutions to your problems. If you receive this, consider the following. Give me 1 second. Okay. He woke up grouchy. Okay. Consider the following. It may be time for an honest self-assessment. What is your reputation? Are you still in alignment with it? If you want a fresh start, start fresh. The neutral position is no longer an option. Do others need to know where you stand on that issue? If so, stop stalling and tell them. So somebody may be needing to get a personal. That's definitely what this feels like. It'll help you moving forward with what decisions you need to make and what things you need to focus on. Father of baskets in the reverse. So you could be a masculine here needing to get and a feminine. Okay, so there's a younger feminine that's definitely needing to get herself a personal reading. And then also this father of baskets energies here. These are both people who aren't likely going to do what they need to do themselves. If we're going to be honest, they're coming up in the reverse. And also this court situation. There's something about court that's significant with Dr. Buzzer here. He's standing outside of the courthouse. So these two could be going to court over some lies about a Ten of Pentacles, a legacy, a family, a foundation. Some gossip and lies. This could have to do with a masculine. Let me clarify these for y'all so y'all know exactly who we're talking about here. What's wrong? Why are you whining? sorry, y'all. He never does this, so that's why I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on there. Give me a second. Okay. 2 people are in court for going to court. So this one here is, he is emotionally manipulative. This feels like a narcissist. Emotionally manipulative, moody, self-destructive, and deceptive. In a reading, if he doesn't represent a literal person, he represents these qualities. Doesn't have to be a man, but definitely masculine energy. And you have the Daughter of Baskets, who came out directly after that. This one here is delusional. Delusional, jealous, a pathological liar, a con artist, or suppresses her feelings. Of course. Of course these two would be in court. How would they not be? That's fine. These are 2 very deceptive people. It's just somebody was a better liar than the other one. Someone's a better emotional manipulator than the other. What type of shit is that to even have to compare? What the fuck? Oh. Yeah, we just gonna do the tarot for today. He's a little bit irritable. So, alright. Focus on that. Justice, like everything else, is a social construct that is defined by those in power. To the majority of Americans, justice is equated with courts, law enforcement, politicians, or maybe even karma. This is not the case for root workers, as historically, when Black Americans have sought justice, all they find are just us, as the old saying goes. So if someone had a problem, they sought out a root worker to help them solve it. While usually root workers believe in God or some higher power, they do not consider revenge as a genuinely offensive action to be a bad thing. And not, okay. Y'all have to understand the definition of revenge. Okay. So saying something is, let me be quiet. Because that part always gets people. But for a genuinely offensive action to be a bad thing, that's if they consider good or bad at all. Since dualities didn't traditionally exist in African or indigenous cultures in quite the same way as European societies, therefore it is not considered immoral to root someone who hurt you or someone you love. There is no sentient creature on this earth that will sacrifice life, food, or the well-being of themselves and their family. Somebody's duking it out in court, bitch. Sorry. Somebody's duking it out in court without a vicious fight. Nor are there anyone who will voluntarily suffer so that the offender or hunter does not. There is no negative karma for the bull goring the mater. The root worker understands this. If you receive this, consider the following. What would be a fair way to resolve this conflict? Did you do something wrong? Question mark. If no, don't worry about it. If yes, then you're about to pay the price. Did someone do something wrong to you? If no, don't worry about it. If yes, then they've set the wheel of justice in motion against themselves. Have you taken responsibility for all of the choices that you've made? If someone is forgivable, then forgive them. If not, now what? If revenge is taken for offense, will you regret what you did? Will you regret that you did it once you calm down? If so, then chill out and move on. So somebody needs to really, these two, they're going at it. And one of them or both of them are taking actions against each other that they may ultimately regret in the end because they're upset. So people are moving out of anger. Again, I don't think they're going to listen because the solution would be to calm down and just move on. But clearly they're not going to do that because these are two emotionally manipulative people who are delusional. So they're going to duke it out to the end. Let's get some zodiac signs so I can wrap this up. Let me get my book. We have Neptune here. Is that responsibilities? I mean, you can't convince either one of those kinds of people that they're wrong, let alone them convincing each other that they're wrong, because technically they're both wrong and they don't want to acknowledge that. So we're not even going to get into that shit. Let them do that. That ain't got nothing to do with you collecting. None. Neptune here. Dreams, spirituality, illusions, and intuition. So, again, illusions and intuition here. Somebody's definitely lying. And they're even lying to themselves. Woo. Libra coming out. This is giving me justice, balance, energy. This is karma. For sure. Jupiter in the reverse. Expansion, growth, luck, abundance, wisdom in the reverse. This is justice. This is justice. This is karma. Neither one of these two people can expand at this point in time because they're duking it out against each other. I mean, hey, over these lies and bullshit and illusions. Like, okay. Over love and relationships, bitch. This is why it feels narcissistic. Because, bitch, you doing this over relationships, love and values, harmony. Somebody doesn't want someone to have any peace in their life. I don't think either one of these motherfuckers do. But one of them act like they do more than the other one. I'll tell you that much. Capricorn energy coming out. coming, babe. I'm coming. These mofos are tripping. And this could have been over a Capricorn. Child, somebody in court right now because they fucked with a Capricorn. Why would you do that? Bitch, first of all, a Capricorn who isn't even spiritual is a piece of work. But a spiritual Capricorn, bitch, you're smoking janky. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Saturn in the reverse. Rules, disciplines, responsibilities, and structure. Like, somebody didn't have any of that. They don't have any of that. Especially when it comes to their relationships, their values, and the people that they love. Okay? He might not drink that. Somebody's taking action. I mean, aggressive action. Okay? That's what this court situation, that's what this, I don't know, this just feels like tit for tat. Like, one person is doing something, the other one is retaliating. And it's like they both feel justified. There's a Gemini here who's on the fence about this justice and this karma. That's somebody's watching somebody go through this, and they almost want to feel like it's not right. But this person might even not know these people that well, or know enough about these people to say that this shit is not right, or this is not their karma. Like, this is where you need to mind your own business and stay in your own place, because then you're gonna become a shield to somebody else's karma. You fuck around and enter yourself in this shit if you want to. I promise you, gonna get slapped with a piece of work. Your ass step in here if you want to, because this is what you call karma. This is what you call a return on your investments energetically. When you put this shit out, that's what's coming back. Period. Point blank. You step in here if you want to. Your ass gonna be getting hit left and right. Head knocked between a washer and a dryer by somebody's ancestors because you're in the way. And it's only further, you stepping in the way will only further cause delay to them receiving this karma. It's not that they're not going to get it. You're just going to get slapped before they get it. You're going to keep getting slapped until you move out of the way, and then they'll get it. Like, you're literally just becoming a delay. That's all. Fire in the reverse. Somebody isn't feeling passionate about this, or like they're not upset about this. So why would, okay, so somebody doesn't feel bad. So somebody feels bad, but they don't feel passionate, or nor are they upset about this. So somebody just feels pity for someone. Somebody just feels pity for the situation. But it's like, what goes around comes around. Emotions. Water, I'm sorry. But this gives me like emotions, feelings. Let's fall on top of this Neptune in the reverse. So this Capricorn could have been having like intuitive nudges or feelings or dreams even about what's going on as far as this Neptune energy in this court case. Aquarius in the reverse. So there's a low vibrational Aquarius here. They could also be having dreams and intuitive feelings about this. Air in the reverse. So there's a Gemini who's not communicating how they feel about the situation. So again, this person just isn't saying anything, even though they do feel pity. They feel pity for you because you put yourself in this predicament, but they don't feel any sort of way to do anything about it. Mercury in the reverse. So no communication. They're not going to communicate anything. But also intellect, learning, and logic is in the reverse. So again, somebody understands that somebody was not, it very smart for the actions that they took. Period. Like, this could be a Capricorn. Damn, we got 3 illusions. I mean, the moon. Earth in the reverse, Aries in the reverse. So again, somebody can't get some shit to stick. There's a low vibrational Aries here who just can't get it to stick. They can't get you to look crazy. Like, okay, why was that the goal? Why was that the goal? Because there's a bigger plot situation, which includes the court. Makes sense. Makes sense. Why the fuck was that ever the goal? People be too fucking bored and dissatisfied with their life to the point to where they rather try to ruin somebody's life who's actually trying to do something with their life. Pluto in the reverse. What did I just say? They don't want to do shit with their life, but they want to fuck up somebody's life who's doing something with their life. Just because it's not what they want you to do with your life. It's like, oh my God, you're not going to do what I want you to do with your life? I'm going to fuck it up. You need to be in a padded room. Seriously. You need to be in a fucking padded room. And somebody was confident doing this shit. Very, very confident. Okay? When I say Leo energy confident, like confident as the sun coming up every morning, bitch. They was confident. Uranus. Or also you could be a Leo. Uranus with the low vibrational, dirty, stanky, danky ass fucking Taurus. If this Taurus come out one more goddamn time, I swear to God, I'm gonna throw this card away, bitch. I'm gonna throw this fucking card away. Uranus, innovation, individuality, rebellion, sudden change. So Taurus is going through some real sudden change, bitch. Ain't see that coming, huh? Ain't see that one coming. How? And it could be with this Gemini no longer communicating with this Taurus. Could have been in communication with Gemini who's no longer communicating with them at this point. Is there anything else, Spirit? If I see this fucking Taurus come out, and I mean Taurus has not come out in the upright damn near since I started using this deck. That don't make no sense. Low vibrational Pisces here. That's perfect. That's great. That's excellent. And there's a low vibrational Virgo who's also being exposed for something they did with a fucking Scorpio and a Sagittarius and a Cancer, bitch. And this, okay. There's a group here. And this one's in the energy of fuck it, I ball, bitch. Fuck it, I ball, bitch. I'm taking us all down. I don't give a damn what I did. What I did has been exposed. Now I'm gonna expose you bitches. Okay, I'm gonna expose you bitches. Cause I'm miserable. What did you expect? I mean, what did y'all expect? Let's get some affirmations. I want to see what's going on in here. Life insurance when I split the deck, bitch. Life insurance, living benefits coverage. So somebody was getting actual cash money shit off of a life insurance policy of you. Yeah. The living benefits version. That's some shit. Can't keep up with your growth. That's too bad. Because why are you trying to compare yourself? Or even beat 3-3 for energy. Why are you trying to be in competition with somebody's growth? You're not paying enough attention to your life if you even know how quickly somebody's developing, if we're going to be honest. And they're not in your life, you can't be paying attention to your life enough. In alignment in the reverse. These are people who are not in alignment to you. That's funny. with this court situation, and then seeing life insurance pop up, that is hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Something they didn't think was gonna happen. Wildest dreams in the river. Yeah, they didn't think that shit was gonna go down. Never in their wildest dreams did they think that was gonna happen. Like idiots. Being mindful. So you can be being mindful of where you place your energy, of what you do, what you say, how you feel, how you move. Public in the reverse. Something hasn't gone public just yet. Something hasn't gone public just yet. It's a new perspective being had here. So you could be looking at things from a new perspective. Let's see. Because I usually just shuffle this day. I'm not going to pull me from here. Can I do affirmation? Somebody rejected you based on skin color, based on race. I said skin color. It could have been skin color, but race is here. Promise. Somebody who's a promise keeper or claims to be. No longer seeking approval. Child, somebody's no longer seeking approval. You had a way out. Okay? Somebody had a way out and they didn't take it. It's not your problem. It's not your problem. They already fucked up once by judging you based off your race. Growth and resources. What did I say earlier? That's getting ready to be a growth in resources or finances because of this new perspective that you have. Something significant about a trip to the beach. I don't know why people think that I don't see them sitting outside the club. I already feel the energy. Like, what the heck? We see you. Come on in, cuz you're not very low-key. You're not as low-key as you think. I promise it pops up every time. You're not the problem here. Spirit wants you to know that you're not the problem here. So keep that in mind. You're also going to activation. Okay, that's all I'm going to pull from this. Let's see some affirmations. There's a low vibrational Pisces, a Scorpio, and a Taurus who is working together. That's my first time seeing this combination. They're also working with a Gemini. This Gemini just needs to communicate with them more, and that's a part of justice too. That's a part of karma too. They could have lied to this person. That's why they don't give a fuck to communicate. Patience. So somebody's being asked to be patient, or you've mastered patience, especially when it comes to connecting to people. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option that is now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. I'm a Taurus. LOL. Don't hate us, well, me, but this not my, yeah, I understand when you can use your discernment and know when you're not a low vibrational Taurus. But however, we've been getting this low vibration. I'm saying we because we're a collective. This person has been a little, what do you call them, a miscreant, just a little rug rat, like somebody, it's like somebody badass kid who won't come get their kid. Like, come get your badass kid, bitch. Damn. The fuck? Where's your parents? The fuck? Positive thinking. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want. And I take a lawnmower to the jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. I'm a Pisces, so obviously seeing this low vibrational Pisces has just been recently popping up though. So I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm not gonna throw the card away. I'm just talking shit. But come get your kid. Come get your fucking kid, bitch. Friendliness. Whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today I will remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving lives simply by giving away grins. So somebody's being more active with their positive thinking, or you're being asked to, and also to smile more, or you're understanding how much a smile really brightens other people's day. Yeah, that's one. Sanctuary. Okay, good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath, or as big as a trip, or as big as a trip, or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath or a normal size. Either way, bitch, relax. Take a bath, a bubble bath, and relax. I just posted like 2 hours ago. I was just gonna think positive and not allowing negative energy, period. Okay. Anything else here? Okay, generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know that there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow myself to keep going, to allow it to keep going around without stopping it. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person in the stadium who doesn't do the weight. So somebody's understanding flow. Somebody's definitely understanding flow. The energy of give and take, equal reciprocity. Okay. Life is always changing, and I drift easily through those changes. Good and bad, as I drift through those hard times, I can take comfort in knowing that I will leave them behind. As I drift away from good times, I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity. Period. So, that was your message. I'm Intuitive Life Seer J, and this was a safe space for you to heal. I hope that I hope that this message here today helped you in some way, shape, or form. And even if you were not able to like, share, or comment, I'm glad that you were here to at least take this message in. At the very least, you're welcome. And I always ask that whatever I say here today, you take back to prayer before incorporating into your life. And I hope you beautiful, amazing people have a wonderful day. Bye.